America is built on redemption stories.
5 years ago, the FBI arrested City Councilman Jeff Pastor for public corruption. He pleaded guilty and served 10 months in prison. Then he spent 4 months at a local halfway house before his release in April.
It seems to me that America doesn't need a perfect leader. They just need a leader who's been humble and been through the fire, and don't focus on the person's ashes. Focus on what they've done.
Pastor was at the Eden Park Overlook last month taking photos before his son's homecoming dance when he saw litter and lack of maintenance.
I saw what felt like all of the hard work that we had put in from 2017 until 2022 just went down the drain. I don't know why it affected me that way, but it did.
Because why? Because it made you want back in?
Absolutely. It felt as if there was no leadership in the city of Cincinnati.
Ohio law bans convicted felons from running for city council unless Pastor gets a pardon from President Trump, which he has applied for.
If you get the pardon, if you are able to run again, what do you say to people who say, I couldn't vote for him because he pled guilty?
From 18 to 36, I've never been in trouble with the law. I get on council and I get caught up in a trap. Take full responsibility, plead guilty. I own it for the good or for the bad. But you got to judge me by my fruits. You know, you're judging a person based off one mistake.
He says the current city council needs more political viewpoints, vigorous debate, and stronger leadership.
When you got folks, on TV being bullied and beat up, and you got the crime rate, you got these children that are being shot dead. It's just like everything is run amok.
Pastor spent 3 years campaigning for council as a Republican before voters elected him in 2017. He served for roughly 3 years before his arrest.
Would you like to run for city council again, be on city council again, impact your city?
If the opportunity presented itself, absolutely. There is a part of me, just again, on this healing journey that feels like it was ripped away.
Pastor was one of 3 council members the FBI arrested in 2020 for public corruption. Tamaya Dinar pleaded guilty and spent a year in prison. A jury convicted PG Sittenfeld, and Sittenfeld spent 4 months at the same prison camp with Pastor. President Trump pardoned Sittenfeld in May.
In fairness, the U.S. Attorney's Office said there was a culture of corruption
that they created. I respectfully disagree with the U.S. Attorney's Office that there was a culture of corruption. If there's a culture of corruption, you would need to create anything.
Pastor says prison made him a better man. He still feels called to public service and is hoping for a second chance.
I want the people to understand that this is behind us 5 years ago. They moved on, that I too have now moved on, moving from being bitter to being better.
I spoke to Pastor for nearly 2 hours. You can read so much more about that interview in my digital story on WCPO.com. In the newsroom, Paula Christian, WCPO 9 I-Team.